Welcome to New York. Welcome to the live lineup where you get Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, Andrew Wilson, and all of the other shows as I develop some type of horse. Shit. Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, Andrew Wilson, and all the other shows you just saw scroll by from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern right here on Rumble. And that's free, by the way. I should say hi before I go into that. That felt weird. Hello. Let me read some horse chat. How's it going, folks? Today I'll be talking about, it's like the 1 year, was the 1 year anniversary of Trump getting shot in the face. You know, the story that we stepped over like it was a fender bender. And something related to that, an idiot in San Antonio threatened the president's life, and they caught him. I'm sure he'll do time. Yeah. And Trump's mad at Vlad, his friend. So we got a lot to talk about. And did you have a good weekend? I didn't, and I can't tell you why. But, you know, it's great to be here. Dallas had a terrific flying experience. And real quick, just tell us.
He was supposed to leave at 4:45 and was there for 2 hours on the tarmac as a storm hit. They deplaned us. Then we reboarded on the tarmac for another hour because Chicago had storms. So come back to the deplaning in the terminal and sit there for 3 hours waiting just for the flight to be canceled.
So what time are you at the airport still till?
11:30, and then
night.
I finally got home at midnight.
So you had to come back home and then do it again tomorrow.
Do it again the next day.
Let me tell you, my fans out there, if that was me and I had a gig, I'd go, sorry. Fucking sorry. At this stage of my career, I'd go fucking sorry. I'd make something up. I get cancer of the ass. Come look at it. Close. Fuck that. And again, you know, the wonders of travel, but, you know, you can't go, come on, you pussy, let's go. Although me and my wife, I'll never forget this. Me and my wife went to St. Bart's for the first time. You got to take a puddle jumper from St. Martin to St. Bart's. And it was... They had shut down the flights because there was terrible wind out there and all kinds of shit. So the first 3 or 4 that day. So we get there and ours is delayed. They're trying to decide, right? I go up to the counter. I go, is this going to happen? Guy, and I quote, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a fucking shot. I'm not making that up. My wife almost fainted. We're going to give it a shot. Oh, okay.
I'll try.
Like they're talking about playing golf in the rain or some shit. We're going to give it a shot. And then we get on the little shitty plane, looking out the window. The pilot's not on yet. He's screaming at some guy, like mad that he has to fly in this shit. What else could it be? Yeah. Oh, my God. And that, some of you might have taken this. It's like not even a half-hour flight on a little puddle. But when you're approaching, wait a minute, when you're approaching, St. Bart's, or I might be confused. When you're approaching, we were going from somewhere to St. Martin. And when you land in St. Martin, you have to go between the two. There's like, I don't know, 2 little mountaintops. And you have to bank a fucking... And the runway is the shortest runway. It's like stopping in somebody's driveway. I've seen it on World's Dumbest Criminals, that show we used to do. They would show plane crash. That one showed up like twice. Ah, God. Mama. And now we can't go anywhere because the wife has panic attack. Shouldn't have married me. That's what I told her. Red Sox, by the way, have won 10 straight, swept 3 series in a row. I know you guys don't give a shit, but it really is exciting. All these rookies are up now. Roman Anthony's got a 9 or 10 game hitting streak. He went from batting 114 to now he's at 260 or whatever the fuck. And this guy, Ceddanne Rafaela, who should be on the All-Star team, he did nothing for all of April and the first half of May. Then he caught on fire since then. And he had 4 homers this week. One of them a walk-off. I should have fucking showed it on the show. I sent it to Dallas. Down by 1 against Tampa. Bottom of the 9th. 1 out. 1 guy on. Fucking hits a a fucking, I don't know, it was a breaking ball or a fastball, knee. It looked like it was a foot off the ground. He golfed it. I mean, he golfed it out of Fenway. It was still rising when it went over the goddamn green monster. Fucking walk off. And then the next day he hit another one, and it's insane. Stories is such a good shortstop, and he's hitting now. And when you guys, I'm sorry, I just have to talk about this to somebody. It's like, you're my shrink here. Because they were so hit and miss up to this point. They'd win 2, lose 3, win 2, lose 2, win 4, lose 3. Anyways, and they're getting great pitching. Enough of that shit. Let's talk about girls softball. Delicious, as Dallas said. Delicious. So that's very exciting. And I expect them to, like Dallas said, if they make the playoffs, that was their goal this year. But I wouldn't want to play them. Let's put it that way. We swept the Yankees a couple weeks ago, and we swept Tampa Bay this weekend, 4 games. Those are the 2 teams that are ahead of us. Now I think we're ahead of Tampa, actually. Toronto's at the top. So that surprises people, too. Anyways, folks, that's that. Anything else over the weekend? I can't even fucking remember. I do so little. I don't know. Let's get to it already, shall we? This is called procrastination. First story, inside job, question mark? I'd take the question mark away, Nick. Yes. Yeah. Former Secret Service director, remember Kimberly Cheetel? Look at her, what a piece of ace. She looks like a Denny's waitress, 4-pack a day. Hey, would you like fucking muffins or toast with that? Kimberly Cheetel, and my line was about, remember I said Don Cheadle was more qualified to do her job than this mama, and Don Cheadle's just a horrible actor. I mean, just another black guy they gave a career to. There's nothing special about him. Anyways, Kimberly Cheetel. Well, Nick, why'd you have to add to that? Because that's what I do. If you don't like it, put on Gilligan's Island. I think there's a marathon on fucking A&E, you motherless. Kimberly Cheetel was adamant that she directed additional assets to be provided for President Trump's Butler, Pennsylvania rally a year ago, and refuted Senator Rand Paul's blistering report. And with Rand Paul, my biggest question is the hair real or not? My wife says it's a friggin' wig. I go, why would he choose that one? I know. As Colin Quinn had a great line with people, he goes, he looks like a bird that got in a fight. You know, they all have to fuck them. Rand Paul alleged that Cheetel had not been truthful to Congress when she testified that the Secret Service didn't deny Trump's team resources it requested for the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. The director of the Secret Service, this is Rand Paul talking, this is her talk, is not typically directly engaged in the approval or denial of requests for support, she said in a statement Sunday, released by her scumbag attorney. For the Butler rally, she says, I actually did direct additional assets to be provided. Hey, was one of them a really slanted roof? Particularly in the form of agency counter snipers. Thank God that one, but it gets interesting. Cheetel's attorney confirmed to the Post that her statement was directed at Paul's report in his defamatory comments on Face the Nation earlier in the day on Sunday. Here he is with dry hair. I see why he wets it down. Holy shit, I'm waiting for an eagle to fly out of that thing. You know, every time we show him, it should be mandatory to show his father having a stroke. Have I showed that since you've been here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Rand Paul calling Cheetel, who was the former, the lady that ran the Secret Service, a bit of a liar.
She did not tell the truth. She said that there were no assets that were requested in advance. We found at least 4 occasions, actually maybe 5 occasions, where requests were made. The primary request that was made by both Trump's Secret Service detail as well as his campaign was for counter snipers. Counter snipers were denied until Butler. So thank God on that day in Butler County, Pennsylvania, that was the first time he was allowed counter snipers.
Pause. Why is that? Why is that, you should be asking yourself? Yeah. That seems like the most important part of the Secret Service operation when you're having a rally outside. counter snipers or anywhere.
But also questioning why not authorized for anybody else except Butler. It's the classic CYA. Well, we had counter snipers and they took them out, but Trump's dead. Oh no.
Yeah, could look at it that way. Yeah, exactly. We did what we could. What the fuck? How do you do? And I mean, and that should have been made a bigger story. I do remember Trump mentioning it, that he was being denied, and people saying he was full of shit. Okay, well, here's the investigation. I don't think he'd fucking lie. He's a politician. He wouldn't lie. No, so anyways, go ahead.
Not had counter snipers, that assassin would have popped up again. He did pop up again to continue firing, and that's
so
when
did
he was
Trump.
taken out. But thank God we had the counter snipers there. But why were they denied for months and months?
I just
when
asked
they
that.
finally
Yes, why? It really is, man. Trump is... I'm still amazed how quickly that assassination attempt went away. And then I saw, was it Rand Paul? Another Sunday morning show. Yeah, I think it was the beginning of this interview. She goes, we're discussing when President Trump was shot at, not when he was shot, just the way she worded it. Margaret Brennan or one of those CBS was, when the president was shot at. Right there, I would have jumped in and said, shot at? No, he was shot. See the difference? And that's how, they can't even bring themselves to fucking say it. What is this hatred? And again, I'll tell you folks, I'm old enough, they said the same shit about Reagan, not to this extent, but they called Reagan a fucking washed up actor and an idiot, anti-intellectual. They said it about, every Republican since I've been, they fucking hate this country. I'll say it again. Quit treating them like they're a legitimate party. I'm almost grateful for fucking AOC and these other idiots who don't know enough. They don't know how to hide their hatred. Hakeem Jeffries. They want to bring this country to its knees. Unbelievable. Rand Paul, chairman of the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, boy, he's quite a player, released his scathing report on the one-year anniversary of the assassination attempt against Trump. It concluded, based on documents, that there were at least 2 instances of assets being denied. He already said 4 or 5 by the Secret Service. As far as Butler goes, there were 2. Paul's report found that, broadly speaking, listen to this, there were at least 10 major requests for more resources from the president's team during the 2024 campaign cycle that were either denied or unfulfilled. 10.
Fucking people. You have no idea how to defend a nation.
Lemony. Huh? That was supposed to be Pee Wee Herman. You guys see the, have you seen the documentary? It's fucking tremendous. I'm actually sad the guy's dead. I brought that up a while ago, but they try to make him out to be a pedophile, which he wasn't. He was just a funny. Take it easy, huh? England is a country. Cheetel, we're still talking about this bitch. Cheetel had testified. She looks like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
That's Ozzy Osbourne when he was healthy. Is it not? Cheetel had testified to the House Oversight Committee 9 days after the assassination attempt last year that for the event in Butler, there were no requests that were denied.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
By the way, that clip's from a movie called This Boy's Life. It was based on a book. De Niro plays this friggin' abusive husband / father. And he's like one of these guys, he heads up a Boy Scouts troop, so he's got the uniform just to jack up. And Leonardo DiCaprio's his kid, and he fucking hates him, or a stepkid. I can't remember. I think it's a stepkid. And it is De Niro is as good as he's ever been, and so is DiCaprio. Just, you guys got to see De Niro. It's one of those things, he's such an asshole, he's making you laugh the whole time. And then he's in there like shaving, and DiCaprio shaving, his son shaving. And he goes in, he'll pinch him, he'll grab his like fat, just abusing his kids. I'm not doing it justice. Yeah, watch porn. It'll never let you down. Headline, scumbag arrested for death threats against POTUS. That would be Trump, folks, for slow learners. Police in San Antonio, one of my not favorite cities, I got to be honest with you. People are fine. It's got nothing to do with it. It's just a cow town that they tried to make like a real city. It's got a river running through it, and they built a couple of, those restaurants called Dick's where they fucking waiter goes, "What do you want, shithead?" I didn't know. I didn't pick up on it. So I said, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" Let me see the manager. He goes, "Go fuck your mother." I went, "Oh, okay. I'll have the French fries." I go, "You're speaking my language. I'm coming back." Police in San Antonio. I forgot to bring, I got a little, what for you. Police in San Antonio arrested a Texas man, not Ted Cruz, Thursday night after he allegedly threatened to assassinate President Donald Trump. Have you been to San Antonio, the Riverwalk? I used to do a club there, and it was in a mall, but it was a good club, actually. Every time I go there, the cops would be chasing some younger fellas of a certain persuasion through the mall. Twice. I saw that twice, stealing shit. It's twice. What are the odds of that? And it's a horrible place. The gig would be Wednesday to Sunday. I would be, picture this, folks. It's a Wednesday afternoon. The show's not till 8 that night. Okay? It's 102 out. You're not going to stay in your fucking room all day. I'm walking the Riverwalk, and nobody's out there because it's so hot, and then that boat goes by with tourists on it, and they're all like fucking burnt to a crisp. I'm giving them the finger from the bridge. Oh. And that club, of course, that club loved me. Had me there twice a year. Oh, God, I think of it. Makes me sick. Daniel, what's the comedian? Daniel Tosh. Daniel Tosh was my opening act every time I went there. Cut to him, superstar. Me, going back there. Hi, is Old Navy open? I got a show, I got to get a shirt. Assassinate president. The alleged threat was made on Facebook. That's a good place to put it. Where the man reportedly wrote, and I quote, "I won't miss."
Oh, that dirty cocksucker.
San Antonio. I don't even know what that's from, but I love it. I think it was from Thanksgiving this year at my house. San Antonio police officers arrest. Is it getting warm in here, Dallas? You notice? It is, isn't it? I don't think the fucking... San Antonio police officers arrested 52-year-old Robert Herrera. Boy, does he look like the face of San Antonio. Everybody from San Antonio looks like that. Little white, little Mexican, little whatever. That is he should be the goddamn mayor. I met a guy there. His last name was Flores at the bar. And I won't say his first name. But what did he do for me? He promoted shit. He helped me with selling CDs. I can't remember. It was in a business fashion. And I would pay him a little bit of a... No, he would, pay me for whatever I made. Anyways, he just up and disappeared one day, and he owed me money. He disappeared. He owed me, some money.
Give me the fucking money.
And you know what? And I really liked him because he was in the military and shit at the... he was a vet. So I was mad, but I wasn't mad. Because he actually he sent me an email, not hearing from him in a year. I want to apologize, something about drinking and my marriage went south and all that shit. So I didn't forget who you is, okay, Mr. Flores? Isn't that funny, though? He just disappeared. He used to send a limo for me at the fucking airport and stuff. I don't know what happened. Hopefully he's in Ukraine. What? Mr. Herrera is 52 years old. The threat happened. Did I already read this? 3 days before the attack? Of the anniversary, I should say, that almost killed Trump. He says, and I quote, "I won't miss," he wrote on Facebook, in response to an article posted by San Antonio news outlets' coverage of the president's planned trip to Texas Hill Country. Another Facebook user replied to Herrera's threat saying, and I quote, "You won't get the chance." Herrera replied to him, "I'll just come for you." and included a photo of an assault rifle with a loaded magazine. What the fuck? Oh my God, a country of nutbags. How about we knock the population of the United States from 340 million down to about 210? Get about 130 of them out of here. Which ones, Nick? The ones that look crazy. They don't dress right and they sweat. Ones wearing hoodies. I see kids here. It's July, Savannah, Georgia. I see young black kids, hoods up, long sleeves. Are you that dumb that you don't even understand the weather, or are you hiding? Anyways, either way, not good. Shut up, cracker. All right, I'll move on. After learning of the threat, police in San Antonio arrested Herrera, who now faces almost an hour at a car wash doing some social... He has to do some community service. They say he has to organize a bake sale for the DACA kids. I don't know the fuck I'm talking. How now faces Herrera faces charges of threatening to assassinate the president and interstate threatening communication. Well, that's how it usually works, unless you're right in the same room with Trump. I'm going to fuck you up. Go ahead, try it, I dare you. If convicted, the Texas man could face up to 5 years playing for the Texans.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, I'd rather have the death penalty. Faces up to 5 years in federal prison on each charge. Yeah.
Bye-bye, dickhead.
What are you thinking, dude? To me, when somebody commits something that obvious, he's probably been in the can before, and he needs the roof over his head. He doesn't want to work. He knows he'll get a little bit of time. Although, who knows? Pam Bondi. Oh, I didn't cover this, by the way. Pam Bondi and Bongino and Kash Patel are not getting along because of how the Epstein file things were handled. And Bongino he was threatening to quit. And then Trump said today or yesterday that I visited Bongino's fine, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. But I found that a little bit shocking. Everybody's been getting along so well. And Trump loves Bondi. Who doesn't with a pulse and a dick? What? You don't have to. I did that. That's Christopher when he's all coked up. I'm working at a Monday pace, folks. Relax. I cooked. Can't remember what. Couldn't have been that good.
Cooked some burgers that were half pork butt, half chuck.
This guy doesn't fuck around. You hear that? And he calls that a burger. Most people call that a $50 meal. Half pork butt and half chuck? Yeah. Chuck who? Chuck Zito.
Mangione.
Oh, my. Chuck Mitch. You bit into it. That sounds fabulous. Chuck and pork butt. Oh, my. As they say in Goodfellas, the pork, that's what the flavor is. That's what my grandfather used to say. Oh, my God. I guess I won't tell you about my grilled cheese I made out of fake cheese. What did I fucking make? Oh, it's something puttanesca. You know the Italian word puttane? That's whore. Puttanesca is whore's sauce. That's what it translates to. Apparently the whores made it for the sailors when they came in. Whatever. Italians always make up shit about this. No, fucking Mussolini had this when he had the fucking whatever. Puttanesca is a tremendous. It's usually with chicken, but you can use whatever you want. I use pork chops. I went to Red and White. It's the black supermarket. They always have great meats. And 3 pink chops like that. They were boneless. And, oh, mama son. Puttanesca is just, this recipe. But it's got anchovies in it. You start with garlic, anchovies, red pepper flakes. And then this had 2 tablespoons. The only part of the tomato was 2 tablespoons. I used 3 of paste. Then was there wine? I think there was wine in that. Lemon rind, capers. So it's real salty and spicy. It's got its own thing, man. And you throw lemon, the peel in there. That's what the real gindaloons do. And, you know, so you make that something, you put the chops back in and you put it in the oven. Oh, my sister's ass, was that tremendous. You think it's weird I had the final pork chop for breakfast this morning? That's not greasable. Anyways, Trump mad at Vlad. United States President, thanks for clearing that up. Who writes this shit? Obviously AI. Donald Trump said on Sunday he will send Patriot air defense missiles to Ukraine, saying they are necessary to defend the country because Russian President Vlad Putin, and this is Trump's quote, talks nice, but then he bombs everybody in the evening. I didn't say everybody gets bombed in the evening. Oh, they do that in Russia. They love their stoli. That's a beautiful picture. I don't know if war can be beautiful, but I'd hang that over my mantle. And I'd call it Cialis. What? Anyways, but so Trump says he's nice during the day, but then Vlad bombs people at night. Is that would you feel better if he did it 1 in the afternoon?
What we've got here
I don't know,
is
Don.
failure to communicate.
Look at Trump here, folks. Is it me or does he look skinny? He doesn't even have a belly there. And, of course, the tie is 3 inches below his nuts. It's always like he's pointing to it. It's subliminal. That was my take on that. But his face looks skinny. He looks good there. Anyway, Ukrainian President Zelensky, remember him? Comedian turned president, which means I have a shot next year, or 2028, has asked for more defensive capabilities to fend off a daily barrage of missile and drone attacks from Russia. So Russia's turning up the heat while Trump's dealing with all this other shit, thinking he's not going to notice. Trump did not give a number as far as how many Patriot missiles he plans to send to Ukraine, but he said the United States would be reimbursed for their cost by the European Union. Isn't that refreshing? I didn't know you could even do that. Every president that I've lived under, if we we helped them out with missiles and shit, they never said, we want to check at the end of the... You know why? Because it's the European Union, and they got plenty of money. And now they're kicking in. Trump made them kick in their fair share, so they know he means business. Fucking European Union. You think we're politically correct and heading to socialism over here? Fucking Europe has lost its mind. It's disgusting, especially the UK. We basically are going to send them, this is Trump, various pieces of very sophisticated military equipment. They're going to pay us 100% for that. And that's the way we want it, Trump says.
Give me the money, you understand me? Give me the fucking money, you hear me? You hear me? I gotta come here and bust my balls. Give me the fucking money.
See, he had Macron by the neck in that clip. He plans to meet NATO Secretary Mark Rutte, hell of a guy, to discuss Ukraine and other issues this week. So
here's an update here. Trump vows billions of dollars in weapons for Ukraine, 100% tariffs on Russia if no peace in 50 days.
That was good producer work. I need you to do more of that because I didn't know that. That's updated news. It's fucking great. You hear that, folks? Do you hear what Dallas just said? We're going to bomb the shit out of everybody. No. Say that again.
He's vowing billions of dollars in weapons
for
with Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yep, and 100% tariffs on Russia if no peace in 50 days.
See, now last time he gave a deadline. Remember he said 2 weeks with the Israeli conflict, and the next day he unloaded? So, take that for what you will, Vlad. He's giving you 50 days. I think he likes you, so he probably does mean 50. Interesting. And by the way, all those tariffs you guys were fucking shitting your pants about brought in billions and still bringing in billions. Hate to say it, folks. He's as good a president as there ever was. Sorry. I know it sounds like... You know why? Because apparently... And a lot of people have been saying this for years. This country calls for a businessman because it's a fucking corporation. It's a dangerous situation. So Vlad's got 50 days. What's today? All-Star break? This is how I mark time with sporting events. Is Home Run Derby tonight? It's got to be. Want to see a bunch of steroid gorillas fucking hitting balls deep into the night? Maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gay. I don't watch sports. But the only thing about this, you remember Trump say we're not going to get involved in any. He's not a wartime president. That sounds like a line out of The Godfather. Sonny yelling at Tom, if I only had a wartime concierge, I wouldn't be in this mess. I'm sorry, Tom. Mom made some dinner. That's it. Oh, I forgot the part of that joke. Puphead Jenko, and this is what I got. Jenko was the fucking concierge. I know the movie, folks. I'm very greasy. And remember, I'm more Irish than Italian. That's when I stopped believing in 23andMe and fucking saliva.com and all that other shit. I don't even know how my sister got a sample. I think she stuck a Q-tip in my ass while I was taking a nap during the football game on Thanksgiving. Do you know that 23andMe and all that shit, that's helping solve murders and all kinds of shit because of the forensics? And they lay out the trees. It's unbelievable, man. Crazy. But again, don't tell me I'm not 90% Italian. Speaking of 90% Italian, this guy's not. But you know what, folks? Before I do that, it's so funny. That's how bad my memory is, Dallas. I look down at this before I ask you the last question. I go, oh. We putting dates up? Or no?
Yeah, whatever you guys give me the thumbs up to.
All right. NickDip.com. We can start putting them up again because, because I don't know them off the top of my head. Oh, my God. This guy is terrific, isn't he? August 8th and 9th, my old haunt, Side Splitters in Tampa. Let me tell you something. This is one of the best. My whole career, Bobby Jewell didn't want to give me the money I wanted that all the other clubs are giving me. You bastard. I hope you're watching, you motherfucker. And he's a funny guy. He fucking loves his tea, if you know what I'm saying. Holy moly. He wouldn't give me, yeah. And then I finally did it 20 years into my career, whatever. And it turns out to be one of the best one of my favorite clubs because you go there and it's all New York and Boston people. And I usually sell out and make decent do-re-mi. That's all I'm asking for. I might even drive it, So that's, any other ones? Yep. September 19th and 20th, Wise Guys, Salt Lake City, Utah. I think that's a Friday and a Saturday. I've been doing Crowder the 2 days before. On that Thursday night, I'm going to do Hyenas in Dallas to make up for the confusion that went on as far as that booking. So it'll be Hyenas on the 18th, I think, Thursday. September 19th, Wise Guys, Salt Lake City, and the 20th, Salt Lake City. And Wise Guys, I don't know which one I'm doing, but it was the best crowd I've had in years. Man, is that it? Oh, God damn it. October 3rd, Arlington Draft House, another fun joint, Arlington, Virginia. That place has seats. They're like car seats. I'm not kidding you. The front row, they took like car seats out of something. They look like recliners. It's the only place I've ever, when somebody wanted to heckle me, they had to pull the handle. Fucking next. Oh, another one? What am I, a slave? Oh, Christ, Zanies, Nashville, October 16th. A lot of people already calling me about that one. Boy, Nashville's popular. Elvis's wife called the live one. Said, let me tell you. Also, go to nickdip.com. Go to the merchandise page. We got all kinds of hats, T-shirts, hash brownies, Nick DiPaolo crack pipes, and canoes. Nick DiPaolo canoes are coming out soon. nickdip.com. That's how you support the show.
Hi. Good night, everybody.